Hello everyone, I hope you can hear me today. I'm on the Himalayan. I've got the microphone inside the visor, and usually you can't hear me. I think it's because of the wind noise. So I've taken off the windscreen entirely. No windscreen at all now. So we'll see how this goes, and I hope you'll be able to hear me all right. Not that I ever have anything very important to say. Although I do feel a bit like being controversial, because I watched some of the YouTube showing the St. George's Day celebrations, and that got me angry. I don't know why I watch these things, just get me angry. Far too many police there. They were calling it a protest, the police, and saying things like far-right thugs and football hooligans and things like that. Well, it wasn't. It was just English people celebrating their national day. I worry about the police, you know, a lot. I mean, the Metropolitan Police. They used to be the envy of the world. But now, well, since they've started recruiting more police, they don't seem to, most of them I see, seem like very low intelligence. And honestly, the examination to get into the police must be very simple these days. I'm not a lover of the police, but I don't hate them, but I'm beginning to. They let the Islamist protesters get away with it. They get away with murder, flying Hamas flags and stuff like that, and being anti-Semitic. But if you're British, English, particularly at the minute, you're completely this isn't a free country anymore. In fact, I don't think there is any more free countries. If there is, can you tell me where it is? I'm going to go and live there. I don't know why I'm getting on my high horse. For God's sake, I've got enough freedom of my own. Nobody's interfering with me too much. It just seems that a lot of the freedoms are going. There used to be a saying, it's a free country. To say if someone said something that you disagreed with or they disagreed with, and you just used to say, well, you know, well, you didn't used to say I'm expressing an opinion. That's a new bloody thing as well. I'm expressing an opinion. No, you just used to say, well, it's a free country, I can say what I like. Well, I'm afraid you can't anymore. And Scotland, God, brought in hate laws there. It's supposed to be to punish anyone who's anti-trans. Well, why can't you be anti-trans? What's wrong with being anti-trans, for God's sake? They're just a bunch of weirdos anyway, aren't they? Most of them. I mean, the genuine people, there are genuine people who would like to transform. But they don't make a big fuss about it, the genuine ones. They just get on with their life. Probably get a load of trouble for saying that even. Well, I'm not anti-trans, I just think people should be what they want to be, but don't go on about it. Just get on with your life. Oh, so I've gone off the subject now. I was talking about the St. George's Day celebration, which they're calling protests. Let's go this way. I don't know where I'm going as usual. Call them protests when they're not, they're a celebration. Remember when we used to have parades? You don't see parades much nowadays, do you? Well, I suppose because there's not many true Brits around. Well, not with voices. I better be careful. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about now. Excuse my French. You could have waited. Shouted at her, and a woman just getting angry because those people were a bit out in the road. They didn't complete their manoeuvre, but there wasn't any need for her to get like that. She could have just braked, just waited a couple of seconds. But no, she wants to be a Karen. Shame really, I like that name, Karen. Yeah, talking about freedom, what about the last World War, Second World War, well, and the First World War? I mean, do they really, these old veterans, soldiers, sailors and military people, do they really think it was all worth it? Well, they did at the time, because at the time it was worth it, wasn't it? Fighting against that bloody idiot. What's his name? Adolf Hitler. Yeah, see, my name is John David George. I've got 3 Christian names. Christian names, not first names. Christian names. John David George. That was my 3 uncles, my mum's brothers, who all died in the war. Well, George died just after the war, but they all fought in the war. They fought for something they believed in, although, having said that, no, it's so difficult, isn't it, to talk about these things. I mean, having said that they fought for something they believed in, if they hadn't fought for it, they would have been bloody shot or hung for being cowards. You know, you had to join the army at a certain age. You had to go and fight. I'm going to say, yeah, but they went willingly, but I mean, a lot of them didn't. Obviously, you don't want to go and get shot, do you, in the bloody trenches? But yeah, they were fighting for the freedom of us and others. Can't see a damn thing here. Keep forgetting the indicator again. Yeah, so despite my past history of wrongdoing, being naughty, getting in trouble with the police, I've never actually hated the police. But as I say, it's they're not the same people. They're not. I mean, they used to be. They're ex-military, weren't they? All of them, most of them were ex-military. So proud and smart in their uniforms. Now look at them. Some of them are quite comical. I mean, some of them are midgets. I saw one, a little girl. She was like a little girl, about 12 years old, but she was a police officer, so she's obviously of age. But she was tiny. Yeah, they just seem to be desperate to have police officers, and they're just recruiting anyone.